So this is my demo for System Software, assignment 1. So as you can see up here in the var www.html folder, we have a backup folder that has, this is the backup site written in the main HTML file. If we go into development, we can see that this one says this is the development site. And if we go into live, we can see that this one says this is a live site. So we can come out of here and we can run the daemon, which runs properly, and then down here we can also run client, which is a different file that allows us to send messages to the daemon file. So say we want to back up randomly throughout the day without having to wait until nighttime, we can just write backup, which will lock the files, and it's supposed to back up the live folder's contents into the backup folder. But unfortunately, I'm not sure why, but it doesn't do that. But it's basically, the daemon is supposed to call this function here. So then if we run that and go back into backup, we can see that it now says this is the live site. Then if we can also send another message that says update, which will, or is supposed to, push the contents of development into the live site. So we can have a look in here, and it doesn't do it for some reason, but it's the same as running this command right here. So if we run that and go in here, it still says this is the live site. So I think it has something to do with the fact that you need to delete the folder first or something, or the file first, because if I run this when the file doesn't exist, then it updates properly. So I'm not too sure why it does that, but that's what the daemon is supposed to be running. I can show you in here. So down here you can see that for update we just run a system, which allows us to run commands from inside of a C file, and it's running the exact same command there that I was typing into the terminal. So I'm not too sure why that isn't working. But we can also scroll down here and see in one of the forks that you can see here, if the time is between 9 o'clock and 7 o'clock at night, that nothing should happen. But after 7 o'clock at night, they should attempt to back up and update the site, which you can see here. So that also happens. And I think the only other thing is the make file that we have. So we can run that, and you can see that it makes the daemon file, and it compiles all of the header files as well inside of that. So, oh yeah, and also we also have this command here, which we can run, which will create a report in this folder here, which we can read, and it shows all of the people who accessed any files in this HTML folder up here. That it logs the timestamp, the folder that they actually were in, and the person who did it as well. So you can see Paul here, it's me. There's the HTML folder and the time that I was doing that last night. So yeah, I think that's it for the demo.